My name is Brian McTear. I was the producer for this episode of Shaking Through with the band The Districts. The Districts are a really, really, really young band. The reason we are so excited to bring them in is that despite the fact that they're so young, they have a lot of things going really right for them. It's unusual today that I find a group of kids that young who are really committed to like performing as an ensemble. All right, so we're gonna be getting levels and stuff. So why don't you guys just start running through the song?
Cool, yeah.
Everybody can hear his vocal, right? You're all good with that? When they think to record a song, they don't think about click tracks. They don't think about snapping things to a grid or moving or quantizing. They think about the four of them getting in a room, all playing through really kick-ass equipment, really loud and playing. Is there stuff that's still like not worked out about the song?
I think we have a pretty good idea of the arrangement.
Good,
We're just kind of like...
We've never played it electric together.
Yeah, we played like
cool.
a bunch acoustic, but like, so we're just kind of like gonna try and figure out the feel of it and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like with tempo and like stuff
All right,
like that.
yeah. So the band brought in a song that was not completely finished. In an interesting way, they also were trying to sort of over-manufacture some moments that just as easily been arrived at mistakenly or through like being in the here and now for people.
I think when it comes back in, like just for the verse, I think the verse should be loud right away.
They were kind of exploding with all these fine details.
But then like the third one, maybe don't do it and then do it the fourth one again. I mean, Mark could do more like spacious, like weaving things together. That might be kind of cool. I liked the tight idea, like tight, like but loud.
What if if I did it an octave higher?
Can you try crashing into the verse this time?
So I was trying to get them to stop pre-crafting the moments because all they have to do is play and the moments will emerge. Let's insert a couple of these ideas that you have, and then you just got to stop thinking about it and just start doing it. Because it's a really bad time to be micromanaging the like feel of things. The truth is, like, in almost every record that you love, like where there's like really inspired moments, that's not somebody being like, and when it gets to the part, you should do this. You know, they don't do that. They really don't do that. So like a lot's going on in your mind versus what's going on in this group. And at a certain point, I'm gonna say after this set of instructions, it's gonna be what happens in the group from the performance.
All right, ready? Do it.
All right, we're rolling. Let's give it a shot.
To start the day, we had everybody from the district set up in the room just so they could all play together and just kind of hash out the song all together. For the basic tracks, we had the typical drum setup where we used the Telefunken Elam 260s as the overheads and the Coles 4038 that were set up in the modified recorder man position. And then we also had live bass and then two scratch guitars and scratch vocals to start with.
I'm gone now from the place you leave. It's not just for the weekend now.
Robby is accustomed to knowing when he's gotten the song right, when he feels a certain way. How he sang that scratch vocal was going to directly affect his sense of whether they were getting the take or not.
Cool. Wait, Connor, that note's it's a C there.
Yeah, make sure not to blow out your voice.
Yeah.
You're probably not gonna sing till 6 or 8 hours from now.
Is that right? Could we possibly turn the vocals up in the headphones?
Yeah, totally.
Right, cool.
He came in with just having recovered from a cold. I think we told him not to overextend his voice, but in a way he didn't know how to not. So he blew out his voice. Again, we're not super pushing your voice right now just yet. This is just sort of exploratory. And here's the other thing, just sing straight through it.
Okay.
Even if you get caught up in it, even if your voice disappears.
Yeah.
Because we still might get some of the other lines that we want.
Robby's lead vocals were mic'd with the Neumann U67 going into the API 312. We also EQ'd them with the Manly Massive Passive and compressed it with the LA2A.
I just can't remember, still can't decide. Channel where to side when really needn't pry anymore.
Let's have you sing it again. Can I hear you just talking to that mic real quick?
Hello.
Recording is very messy. Mixing can be very messy. And a lot of times, no matter how much you try to control every element of it, sometimes you just arrive on a day where the person's voice is hurting a little bit. Come in here and let me play this for you real quick.
Okay.
A good producer, a good engineer's role is to have these little tricks of the trade that get them to relax and they get them to this place where they can pull it off, despite the less than ideal circumstances. Have you ever doubled your voice?
Like once or twice, a couple times.
Is it like, because some people, when they sing along with their own voice as a guide, it produces like a more relaxed version of itself, you know what I mean? Again, once you know where you are, start singing along, okay?
Yeah.
A lot of people sink into a place of real comfort when they get to hear themselves singing and they need to just match right to it. Putting Robby in that position where he's singing to himself got us even further along because now his voice is relaxed as he's singing to a guide vocal that he just laid down a second ago. Pretty close.
Cool.
Let's do one more verse like that.
Cool.
You ready? Every time he went to double a thing that we just laid down, he was doubling to an auto-tuned version, lightly auto-tuned version. What that meant was we were pulling his voice into pitch. Then you do away with the ones that had the auto-tune on them that were the guide tracks, and you double the good ones, and it sort of all falls into shape.
Oh, my back when my head's spinning. Move me sane when we're
You know, auto-tune gets a real bad rap, but if it's a struggle to comp together the initial vocal and you have them double it, you just put auto-tune on the initial one. Getting to sing as the double is the relaxing factor. Putting the auto-tune on the double is the thing that steers that relaxed vocal delivery in the direction of being on pitch.
Me, I'm going down from the place you live. It's not just for a weekend now.
I feel like this band is on a really, really good track. And a million things can happen between now and the time they're like 25. But I think it's just refreshing that the path they're on puts the highest premium on performance and not a finished recording of a song. And that's really commendable. That's really commendable.